Hey, so I just got off a client call and it inspired me to talk about this on my IG Live. I want to talk a little bit about like manifestation and money and all these kind of topics. So the way I view manifestation is I view manifestation as like kind of you put something out in the universe and then it just happens. It just kind of like happens. Sometimes you take like, a few little steps, but you don't know where those steps are leading and it just kind of falls on your lap. That's the way I view manifestations. When I look at goals, for example, that's when I kind of like look at them more in that sense of like taking actionable steps and, you can kind of see where it's heading, sort of. And so I love this idea of manifestation of like legit, like not really doing anything and letting things fall on your lap. And it is possible. It is possible. It's just sometimes what happens is that our mind is the one that creates these beliefs of like holding us back. Our mind is the one who's like saying like, no, that's not possible, or no, that can't be like something that happens, because our mind attaches a lot of things, like a lot of definitions to different words and through experiences, through old evidence where things didn't work out, or through, like what we know as what we know as reality, right? And when it comes to like manifesting money, for example, we've always attached money like working equals money, or, like doing something equals money. But money is not attached to work. Money is not attached to buying the things you need in life. Money is not attached to rent. We are the ones who attach it to that. Money in itself is just money. That's all it is. It's just money. It's a currency. It's paper. Like physical money, it's a number in your bank account, but it's nothing more than that. It's us, the ones who are attached. We attach this idea that in order to get money, we need to work. In order to, live in a house, we need to pay rent. We need to pay money to have that, or we need to pay a mortgage. In order to have a car, we need to pay for the car. In order to do this, we need money. And I guess, not saying that is not a reality of that exists. It is a reality that exists, and that is a reality. But what if you were to play with the fact that, money is not actually attached to those things, and money can come to you without work. Money can come to you in ways that without you doing anything. Like, how many times have you received a surprise check in the mail that you didn't expect coming in? What about birthday money? When somebody gives you $100 for your birthday. Did you work for that money? No. That money, that surprise check in the mail that came, did you work for that? No. How about when you get more return on your taxes than you expected? Initially it was supposed to be 500 and the government's like, hey, for some reason we're giving you 1,000. And you're like, what? Oh, that's cool. Did you work for that money? No. So working for money, working doesn't always equal money. And we associate that. And we even associate that with rent. Like, we say, oh, you need to pay rent and have money to pay rent. But that's not true. You can have free accommodation. It's possible. I'm living in one. And what I've learned through my experiences is that we're the ones who are attaching all these things to money. But money is actually not attached to anything. You think that, you have to, have money to buy the things you want. Like the materialistic things you want. Like if you need to buy a kettle for your house. You're like, okay, I need money to buy that kettle. But do you really? Because that's the other thing, is that we live in this day and age where anytime we need something, we buy it instantly. Every time we want something, we get it instantly. We don't wait. We don't wait to receive it. We just go ahead and buy it. But what if you waited? There's been so many times where I didn't buy things And I just like sat and waited. Well, it's actually because I didn't have the money to buy it, but I just sat and waited, and then things came in for free. And now I know to do that. I have a list. I have a list of the things I desire for either myself, my housing. And it's on this list. And once a month, maybe I'll look at this list and be like, okay, is there something like I actually want to buy from that list this month? And then sometimes I don't end up buying anything, but I end up actually receiving free shit because I didn't take that action right off the bat to buy it right away. So what's the rush? Why do we need to buy it? If you took that moment to take a step back and let things come to you, then that is how you open up those receptors, like the receiving channel of being able to receive shit, receive free gifts, receive free money without having to work, without having to pay. It's all a reality that does exist. And for me, it's something that it's like a living proof. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And so maybe taking that step of just chilling and not having to rush right off the bat to buy everything. And let things come to you. Maybe put it out in the universe of if you have struggle believing that, you can't make money without working, maybe ask the universe to show you evidence of how, receiving $20, $50, $5. How many times have you found money on the street? A $20, a $50 bill, a $100 bill on the street. I'm sure you found a $5. I'm sure somebody who's watching this live has found a $5 bill. Did you work for that $5? No. So disassociate all these things that you are defining money with. Because it's not. Money is just money. It's neutral. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not associated to working hard. It's just not. And so it's just something to kind of think about. And yeah, it's something that, I love tapping into it. I've tapped into it in my money program, and it's just, it's something I'm super, super excited, that it excites me to talk about. So I wanted to end this live. Mel, I'm just seeing that you're hopping on now, but I just finished it. So I just wanted to say hi. And thanks for joining, even though it's the end. But I will speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.